Yo, what up?
Hey man, how's it going?
Good, good. We back. We
Yeah,
back with the replays.
we made it.
How's your weekend so far? Or I guess how's your weekend? It's the end of the weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the end. It's been good. Just been trying to figure these items out and everything.
Oh, for sure, for sure. So, I turned on my screen share. Can you see if it on Discord?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. And I don't remember if we talked about goals and what you think you want to work on, but I do remember you were working, right? And you have a family, so you're just trying to squeeze in games whenever you can, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I guess the goal this season is gonna be like gold, something like that.
yeah. That's right.
And are you playing like are you playing like Phil or what's happening here?
I mean, I'm a mid main. But so I mean, last season I guess was my first season, so I was trying to find like a secondary role. And I really like ADC. I actually like fell in love with it after playing Caitlyn and just being able to like three auto attack people to death. This was really fun. So I mean, as you can see, I have a better win rate ADC right now. I like it a lot. So, but yeah, I play just like mid and ADC.
Good, good. They're very not the same role, obviously, but they have can sometimes have similar functions in team damage and stay alive and that kind of stuff, right? So okay, let's take a look at these. Which of these do you want to start with?
Um, any of them is fine. Let's start with Kaisa.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
And just as a like a wait, are these games for preseason or before preseason?
I think this is before.
It shouldn't matter that much, honestly. Like the item changes do change things, but um, things we'll be covering should theoretically shouldn't change. If it's different items, different summoners, whatever, right? Even different champions. So also, is this max quality? Can you see? Okay.
I mean, the quality looks kind of poor, but I can see it.
I think this is the max quality that plays have on you on YouTube. Were you
Okay.
recording in 480p or something?
I have no idea. I literally like downloaded Streamlabs just for these replays.
Okay,
So I
okay.
don't really know how it works or anything.
Yeah. Well, as long as you can see, okay, we should be fine. We should be fine.
Yeah, I can see.
Um,
I'm gonna end
but
for passive here.
oh,
Yeah,
here we go. Okay, okay. Well, yeah, you definitely can see, right? Okay, so okay,
yeah.
okay, okay. Let's back it up. Let's back it up. So at this level of at this elo, I think the what you see a lot is just like pure PvP stuff, just like fucking, just like fighting everywhere, essentially.
Yeah.
That has that been your experience?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Or like here's like a great example, right? It's just pure fighting everywhere, right? So let's talk about this like fight here. Like, what do you think about this fight?
I mean, it's not. At playing Kaisa, I don't want to fight this at all, right? um,
Okay, okay. Why is that?
because Lux hurts me pretty badly. Ashe isn't that good level one. She has a really long cooldown, but I think her auto attacks do a lot earlier than mine. I need to scale, so I want to like farm and not fight. And losing my flash against Lux is really bad.
So how did you lose your flash against Luck?
I mean, I'm like
Give me this.
just zeroing in on trying to get my passive proc.
Ah, right. So let's say like the problem is like we lost our flash when we shouldn't have, right? So what you're doing beforehand was trying to proc the passive. So how come trying to proc the passive doesn't work here? Isn't that usually what you want to do on Kaisa?
Yeah, I mean that's where your damage comes from. If you're especially if you're not isolated, but it doesn't work here because my Rakan is out of the fight and I'm walking through Ashe to try to do it.
Okay, right. And how come your Rakan is out of the fight?
Um, because I guess they both kind of went in on him at the start of the fight. He kind of he blew his ability at the beginning, and he
Right.
doesn't have his shield jump to me thing. So
Right, he doesn't have any abilities, right? So you literally can't do anything,
yeah.
right? So when it comes to 2v2 ideas, how do we fix this question? What would the correct move be here, so to speak?
Probably back off here and,
Okay.
and grab that arm.
So we know we need to back off here because why?
Because Rakan's out of the fight and nobody has any abilities.
Your support's out of the fight, you can't win it by yourself, something like that.
Yeah.
Right? So it's very much an idea of literally just PvP ideas where any random fight breaks out. How do you know what you're supposed to do at any given time, basically, right? So like here's like a fast shortcut. Like how do you know you don't want to continue this? Or how do you know you do want to continue this? The question, right? So like based off of how the fight starts, boom. What do you think? Do you want to keep going or not keep going? Why or why not?
I mean, looking at it now, I think no, because I'm too far away.
Exactly, right? So your support's doing something, can you do something right now? The answer is no. Well, you probably don't want to keep it going, right? Because you guys don't have anything left, right? So you see how like if you keep going like this and you find out that you can't kill her, what ends up happening?
We lose. I blow my flash.
Well, not just like the whole lose and blow flash part. Like because you can't kill her, what do you end up having to do?
I guess I don't know.
You have to like run, right? You have to like run away,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's simpler than you think, right? We just have to run, right? And if you have to run, they're just like killing you while you're running, right?
Yeah, so, running away from an Ashe.
Right. So another way to think about it is like commitment. Like when do you want to commit for this like passive hit? Something like that, right? So in this case, you know, if you're gonna kill this Lux right now, would you commit for it?
If I kill her right now, then yeah. I think so.
For sure, I would killing her. But if you don't kill her, then it's like, wait a minute, we're just dying, guys, right? So a lot of the 2v2 of this elo can be broken down into you don't need to commit until you can literally just like kill them, right? And commit. What does commitment look like? Like the point of no return. Like you literally can't get out without using flash, right? That would be like pretty committed, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the first 2v2 we saw. The first kind of PvP example is looking like some kind of maybe like we went too deep in this fight because you try to like proc passive or something, right? So like this is pretty similar, honestly, right? Rakan's going in for the thing here. Wait, but then what happened to your W here?
I think I just misclicked it.
Okay. Unfortunate. Sometimes it does happen though.
I mean, I don't know. I wasn't in a position to get around the minions anyway, I think.
Right, exactly. Oh, this one's pretty good, right? So what happened here? What do you think?
Lux was just out of position, so I hit the W on her, and then Rakan followed up.
So do you think we should? So looking at this fight, what do you think you should do here?
I think I'm so I don't know if I can secure it.
What'd you tell me about your damage?
Comes from passive.
Comes from passive. Does your passive cost mana?
It does not.
Does not cost mana.
Yeah, so I guess this was a better fight to take. I didn't take it.
Right, and how come it's better? Because you know you're close enough to follow up with Rakan.
Right? Yeah, I'm close enough, and I landed W, so the passive is a lot closer.
Perfect. Oh, for sure. Yeah, we're definitely landing passive if we hit this W, right? Perfect. But so here's the thing: how come we ended up backing off? Check it out. This is gonna be a classic here. What happened here? Look at the mouse. Look at the mouse clicks here.
I'm already back. I'm already
right.
Leaving.
And how come you're already leaving? You didn't even know Rakan was like trying to do something here, right?
Yeah.
So to break down these like last 3 2v2s, what makes it like a good 2v2 or not?
Like if Rakan and I are close together and on the same page about what we're doing.
Right. And so in order to take these fights, who do you need to look at? These fights are happening. Yeah, exactly, right? So you need to look at Rakan. Exactly. So we're at the 5-minute mark. Right? Let's back it up. So let's check this out here. Right? Ready? So this is the first fight, right? You look at your Rakan here. You say, okay, what do you think? You have half a second to decide if you want this or not.
Yeah, I don't want it.
Yeah, I don't want it either, right? So you can try and help him get out, basically, right? But that would prevent you from like running at Lux for like 10 years, right? like you know you don't want this, right? Because it doesn't work, right? And then if we fast forward, right? There's like a second W here somewhere, like behind the minions, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're doing all this, you're doing this. Do you want this?
No, I think I'm too far away again.
Exactly, you're too far away, right? So see, I'm like, how can we look at Rakan at this timing? Because you can tell me really fast if you want this or not, right?
Yeah.
In a replay. So what are you doing when Rakan's going in?
I mean, I'm probably looking at trying to get farm or something.
You are, in fact. Look at your mouse here. Look at your mouse here. This is why the first person. This is why we had to delay for this replays, because we need to see what you're doing, right? Yeah. Look at that. What is it? Where's your mouse?
Farming.
Exactly, right? So it's not that you shouldn't farm. We know that farming is a good thing, so you can make money and stuff, right? It's just that every time you farm, what can you do? What's a habit you can add on to this?
Yeah, so
make our TV2 better.
I'm working on this in mid lane, which is when I'm farming. Like every time I take a last hit, I look at the mini map. I think in this case, it's better to look at my support.
Right, and you've hit a nail on the head. You do want to look at your map, right? So the deeper habits you develop, you'll be like last hit minion map and look at the support at the same time, right? So yeah, this is definitely the timing to look at it, right? You can even say anything like my support's moving. Is he trying to go in? Anything like that. Any kind of trigger will probably work here. But I think the thing that's what's it called? The thing that's the common denominator in these cases are you're trying to farm, right? And there's also another one. You're trying to fight. You're trying to hit them, and you can say, look at your support. So if you're trying to hit Lux here, right, is free because what is Rakan doing?
He's walking right to her.
Exactly. He's dashing to you even, right? You can even E into her if you really wanted to. E into her and exhaust and you actually kill her probably, right? So that's just to help your 2v2 to know if you like want to go or not go, right? Is we need to look at how the support starts stuff. If it starts bad, what do? We don't want it, obviously, right? And if it starts good, we can keep going, right? So I think in essence, these basically these fights are either we kill their ass or we don't kill their ass, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this is good because I really was hoping to like work on some decision making like steps in my head. So
yes,
you're giving me some good ones.
It's all very habitual, right? It doesn't matter these items, doesn't matter these champions. It's very much like did this fight start out good? If it did, of course we want to keep going. Like Blitz hooks someone. Okay, let's kill his ass, right? But if Blitz misses a hook, what do you want to do?
Wait for that cooldown.
Exactly. We don't want to fight, right? So that would prevent you from like trying to proc your passive by yourself, right? Oh, that's fucking free. Oh my god. This is I was pinging them
to wait for me.
Nah, they can do this by themselves, but they griefed it. No, they could have done it by themselves. Right? They just didn't know how. And then you can try and kill them here. Oh, okay. Very nice. And you can try and kill the Ashe too. She's kind of inting, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna get Ashe too here.
We kill her ass. Yes, get her. You don't have to flash. Oh, okay, never mind. You can flash. That's fine.
I thought I was just gonna keep getting slowed.
Oh, you're right. But is there an ability you can use to gap close?
Yeah, yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
I think I only think about E typically when I'm trying to get away. I don't associate it with like going in.
Oh, and then here comes Zed.
And I try to get away.
Oh, okay. He's gonna ult you or what the fuck?
Maybe he does, but he doesn't use it.
Interesting. But overall, pretty good, right? That's kind of like good fighting that we want to see, right? Okay, let's fast forward. Where do we go here? What? Where are we going? Where are we going?
I don't know.
I mean, hitting the plan's not bad, I guess. But like, you went mid here. What's happening here?
I have no idea.
I have no idea either.
My wave was just come back to me. So
let's back it up.
Homed maybe. I don't
so
know.
You think you have like a timing to do something? That's right. You do have a timing to do something. But here's a hint. There's something better you could be doing here. You're like looking to help mid or something, right? But what are some other options you have here?
I mean, I have a ward up. I could have put some vision in the river or in their jungle.
Okay, that's probably a decent option, right? Let's let me see if I can do another idea here. Is there any way you can help your PvP?
Is there any way? Oh, I
Warding's
almost have
really good.
BF.
Well, you don't want to base here.
I don't want to base. Okay, so what was your question? Is there any way I can do what?
Is there a way to get better PvP here after you push his wave in?
I don't know.
It's a trick.
Trick.
That helps at all. It's a trick, yeah.
I don't know.
Well, let's say, how do we help Rakan land his W here?
Oh, I go in so he can was it E? He can E to me.
True, but is there a way to do it without going in? How do you like hide yourselves so we can just land a free W?
Go to bush.
Ah, the bush, right? So we can just like hide in one of these bushes. You can do that too. It's just going mid here doesn't really make sense because what's the plan if you go mid?
Yeah, there wasn't one.
I have no idea, right? So it doesn't really make sense. But I mean, it's good to try, right? Because you're like, oh, let's just try things, right? But you'll see that there's nothing to do here because there's no one even in lane, right? So and then you got to go back bot. But you see how like we may have missed an opportunity to hide in one of these bushes, right? Oh, Rakan's trying to ping to go in. Okay. Sure. We do the dragon. Sure. Oh my god, almost got stolen. Oh my. Oh, this is not looking great. Oh, we're so dead. Ulti. Oh my god, Rakan! It's so doomed. It's so... Okay, let's back it up. Let's back it up. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this part. What do you think? What do you think about what just happened here? How did all this happen?
I mean, it happened because I don't know where Fizz is, so we don't have mid prio. Don't really have. I mean, bots even, I guess. But their whole team's just collapsing on us while we're trying to do Drake.
Right. So, so how do we prevent this? Okay, first of all, do you think taking Dragon was a good idea?
I mean, not with no mid prio, but I mean, like telling your jungler that it's just gonna flame you if you don't come help.
Well, he can go die by himself if he wants to, right? I mean,
yeah, okay,
what's worse, him dying or everyone dying?
Yeah, that's true.
Obviously, everyone dying, right? So, when it comes to these kinds of calls, like, okay, let's say he wants to do the objective, right? When they all show up to fight you, are you guys okay? Is the question. So in this case, the answer is no because you said mid prio, but not even just the mid prio part. Where's your mid laner?
He's dead.
Yeah, he's kind of like dead, right? Yeah. So if you guys start this dragon, there's only one outcome, really, right?
Yeah.
Which is you guys just all die, unless you guys have some like crazy play where like I don't know, you ulti in or a con follows and you guys like kill one flank before they show up or something like that. But that's not gonna happen on average, right? So yeah, you guys are just all dead. So let's say, what were we doing? Like, okay, so whenever your jungle starts the objective, what's something you can check for?
Check for lane prio, check for my team being alive.
Yeah. Basically, see how many people are here, right? Because if you guys are missing someone, it's obviously not gonna work, right? And they were all full health and everything. So this game is kind of not looking so hot, honestly, because your Fizz is losing his mind mid, right? Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to remember all the times your teammates don't int. It's just way easier to remember the games where they do. It seems like it happens all the time. I mean,
for sure, it's like a psychological thing, right?
Yeah.
You always remember the bad stuff. This is not bad, right? This fight is not bad. What do you think about this fight?
I mean, yeah, this is fine. I mean,
yeah, we didn't kill them, right? Because it started out pretty good, right?
Right.
Very nice. Let's keep going.
Get Lux Flash as well.
Oh, and then we're just dead as hell, right?
And then Zed ults us, and I don't have exhaust.
No, you're just dead. Unless Rakan saves you. Oh, he's blind.
No, he's walking the other way.
He's blind. Oh my god, he saved you. What the hell? Wait, you came back to die. This Zed literally never has ulti, or what's happening here? I'm confused.
He's using it on Fizz every time.
Very confused. Interesting. It's like, why would he roam without ulti, right? It's the same reason. Like, what's the plan when you went mid? There was no plan, so it was a waste of time, right? What was the plan when he comes bot? He's just gonna try and hit you without ulti. It's a waste of time, right? So you see some similar themes going on here. Oh my god, that was a sick dodge on the arrow. Let's watch this again. That was crazy. Dude, you smurfed on him. He's still gonna die, by the way.
Yeah.
Oof. All right, so let's talk about this. What do you think?
Well, I didn't know Lux was there.
Okay. Did Lux kill you or?
No. I mean, she's not there.
She didn't even hit you, right? This ulti doesn't hit. It's so close, but it doesn't hit you, right?
So I mean, it's starting out like I jump in after she already has her Q ready. So
okay. Well, where's the damage come from?
Does my damage come from?
Yeah.
Like passive and isolation.
Okay.
Passive isolated Q.
Okay.
W later.
Boom! Right here. Tell me, are you ready to fight? Why or why not?
I don't have abilities.
Where's your? You told me isolated Q, right? Where's the isolated Q?
I mean, it's not there.
Yeah, in your W. In your W.
W's on cooldown.
Okay, so you see what's the problem here?
Yeah, I'm not ready.
Okay. So every time you want to fight, what's the thing to check? In this case, I guess. Just say.
Yeah, I mean, in this case, I need to look at my cooldowns. So exhaust is close but not ready. Q
which
is
are
not ready.
Which are the important ones? Yeah, don't worry about exhaust. We don't care about exhaust, right? Well, we kind of do, but it's not as important as like you're not gonna run exhaust every game, basically, right? Just like
I run exhaust all the time.
Oh, okay. Well, you can check. I mean, yeah, you can check exhaust then. That's a common pattern you can use then, right? It's very much like how do you get stuff done and is it ready? Because if you look at this, you want to fight, that's fine. It's just, are you ready yet? It's like, no, you need to wait 3 seconds and then you should show up and fight, right? So, you know, we literally just couldn't do any damage here, right? Because you didn't have Q or W ready. And then when you did have it up, what happened?
And then I did W. And doesn't W do more damage the more stacks you have? More passive stacks?
Does.
Yeah, so that was a perfect W moment, like right there.
True, it is. And we also could potentially Q, right? But something really unfortunate happened when you press Q.
It's all minions.
Because she went into the bush, right?
Yeah.
So we didn't even hit her with Q, right? So basically, at this level, it's very much looking like there's a way to kill people. Spam this pattern, right? You told me isolated Q and W to proc passive. Spam this pattern. Anytime you're fighting without this, like it doesn't really make as much sense, right? You can win without it, like if your Rakan is here and you guys are just 2v1. But if you don't have it, right? Anytime you die and you didn't have like this pattern ready, then you know we gotta go back to the basics, which is there's a specific way we kill people on this champion. We must spam this until it's like crystal clean, basically, right? You could say like let's say we're playing like Lucian, for example. What abilities would you need to kill people?
EQ.
Exactly. Right? Maybe not even W, right? So yeah, is your Q ready? Is your E ready? And is your ulti ready? Right? Yeah. And then if I see you dash in without Q, then it's like, wait a minute, there's a problem here, right?
Yeah.
That's basically in essence what happens the most at this elo is there's a lot of fighting, but not a lot of structured fighting. It's just like a fight happens, you guys just go. Guys just go at it. And then if you play against like a gold player, he'll be like, a fight happens, okay, I'm gonna walk up with my isolated Q ready, right? And if you go a step up, you know, it just keeps going, right? I'm gonna exhaust his isolated Q, or I'm gonna dodge it, or something like that, right? You see how that works, right? So we need to structure this in some kind of we need to structure this habit in a way that will let you PvP as effectively as possible, right? So like here's like a good example, right? So in this case, let's talk about this real quick. How do we want to fight this based on what we just talked about? Fights happening.
Yeah. Find somebody isolated.
Okay.
Probably ult to them.
Wait, hold on. Do you have to ult to them?
And not if I'm close.
We don't have to ulti just yet, right?
Okay.
But let's just take this fight for example, right? Who can we do good damage to?
Lux, Ashe, I guess. I don't know.
In this fight.
Grasp, right? Or...
This fight.
This fight right now?
Right. Remind me the two ways you told me you did damage.
Oh yeah.
Patterns.
Okay, so passive and then like isolated Q. So right
Yes.
now nobody.
Passive with W and isolated Q, right?
Yeah.
So we can't hit anyone yet, but who's close by?
GP.
Okay, is that gonna be an isolated Q auto attack or what?
Yeah, from this angle probably.
Yeah, he's for free, and then you can just peace out, right?
Yeah.
So that's like, this is the first thing we may have missed is, oh, you just isolate Q him as an auto attack, and then you can press E and run away, right? And then here's like the second part we want to take a look at. You know, what happened to our W?
Briefed it.
How come? Like, why is it a grief?
Well, I mean, because I didn't lead Gangplank. That's why I was trying to hit GP, and I didn't like lead his running, so I just missed him. I think I get lucky and hit Zed, but it doesn't really help right
Even if you hit him, is it what you want? Why not?
Because I can't proc passive on him. He's running away.
Okay, exactly, right? So you already know logically the things you need to do in order to do the most damage possible, right? Now it's pretty much how can we turn this into like a physical habit, like into gameplay, right? So you can say like every time a fight breaks out, you're playing Kaisa. When you look for isolated Q, look for press W when you can proc passive on them, right? And you'll notice that there are a lot of opportunities to do so. Like here is isolated Q, right? And then when Malphite ults, it's RW. You know that combo, right? Or have you seen that combo?
No.
Oh, that's a classic. You can ulti on top of them and press W on their face, so you can't miss it. And you can say like awesome. You're gonna proc passive because you're in their face, right? So there's just very specific patterns you can use to do damage, essentially, right? So let's keep watching though. I think he just dies and you guys can't do anything, right? Okay, fast forward. But that's kind of like what you would want to look for when these fights are happening, right? Let me use the bathroom real quick. Let's see if I can find the fight and we'll watch it, and then what's wrong with replay? Also, your monitor is really wide. That's really interesting, huh?
Yeah, well, that was the issue with the last one.
I see. Okay. Let me use the bathroom. Watch this real quick, and then I'll come back and hear your thoughts.
Okay. You need to get her tablet computers for her to watch. The tablet's in my room plugged up.
You done?
No, not yet.
Okay, let's back it up. Okay, so there's definitely a fight happening here, right?
Yeah.
There's like so many fights happening here. Great. Okay, let's watch this. So, what do we kind of cover so far?
Decision making about when is a good time to take a fight.
Okay. What else about PvP?
So knowing what like knowing my patterns for doing damage.
Yes. Right? So let's take a look at this, okay? Because this is gonna fall into this second thing, the ladder, the patterns in which we do damage. It's gonna sound really repetitive, but that's how habits are made, right? It's like repetition. So like this fight's gonna break out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you want to fight. You know, remind ourselves how do we do damage. You said isolated Q and W passive, W to proc passive. So if you watch this, you tell me what's happening here.
I think I thought Timo was alone, and then like 2 other people show up on the screen right before I just like yeet in. And then frontlining, which is like really bad, and then my team like decides to fight on top of Gangplank's R, so we just lose hard.
Well, let's talk about it in regards to our damage patterns, right? So for isolated Q, what happened to it?
I mean, even if the other players weren't there, it was the dragon was there, so it wouldn't be isolated.
Right, exactly, right? So if you wanted to ulti for isolated Q, where would you do it? Boom. Let's pause here. Where would you do it?
I need to ult far enough away from him on the right side that I don't hit dragon.
Exactly. And if you want to pick like the exact spot, we can just take out the pen here real quick. Boom. Anything like that, right?
Yeah.
Anything over there is great, right? And then what about the passive part? You did land W, which is great. What happened to the passive part?
He blinded me. So,
yeah, exactly.
So I wasn't able to continue autoing.
Why didn't we kill him fast enough, right? How come?
I mean, both of those reasons. I think I need to wait on somebody else to go in, maybe set stuns so that my passive is closer. And then I can...
I mean, you don't have to wait for someone else to go in, right? Like, just from like this isolated part, let's just say it's a 1v1.
Yeah.
Why is it taking you too long to kill this guy?
Because I didn't isolate my Q and I didn't proc my passive.
Perfect. No, that's literally it, right? It's literally it's literally as simple as that, right? It's like Zed, right? Like you told me he keeps using ulti on Fizz. That's how he kills people. He comes bot. Why is he not killing you? He doesn't have ulti, right? It's literally 1 + 1 = 2, right? Simple maths. So in our case, it's gonna be very similar, right? We need to identify exactly how we kill bitches and then do that thing over and over again, right? And then make sure we're getting that thing off. So the blind thing is a little bit unfortunate, but no isolated Q is like probably the big one, right? How do you kill him without isolated Q? I don't know, right? And we're gonna actually talk about the commitment part about this too. Let's say you can isolate Q him and you can proc your passive with the W. Do you want to go in? Why or why not?
No, because I'm going into an uneven fight. There's three. Well, there's 3 of them and only 2 of us that can actually get there. I don't know if Malphite has R here. But,
right, so let's say...
No, they can get over the wall. Yeah.
They can probably get over the wall, right?
So, I mean, yeah, like, I guess right now it looks like 4v3. So, yeah, I think I could take this.
Right. But let's say, like, you're not sure. Like, maybe not. Like, when do you commit?
I'm never
when
sure.
do you commit?
When do I commit?
Yes.
When I see everyone on the map.
More general than that. Like, when do we just go in for the kill? Like, when do we just like?
When we know we can get it.
Yeah. Like, why would someone ever commit in League? Like, to an all in.
Yeah, you all in when you know you can get the kill and then you can live, right?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like in poker, when do you all in? Right. You're either bluffing or without down your mind you're gonna win, right? So in this case, in League, it's very much like without a doubt in your mind you're gonna win, right? And why is this relevant? Well, actually, let's see. We're at 24 minutes, right? If you go back to this first 2v2, what does commitment look like here?
What do you think? Chasing. Was it like if I did all in here, which I pretty much did. Just
without a doubt in your mind, you need to fucking kill this guy, right?
Yeah.
So is that gonna happen? No way, right? So that's how you know. No, you don't want to commit until you get that, until you know that exactly, right? Yeah, and usually knowing your damage pattern, like perfecting your damage pattern, goes hand in hand with that, right? Because if you know passive will kill her, then you can commit without any what's it called? You can commit like fully without any like distractions. Like, oh, it's not a maybe, yes or no. You know, right? You know you're gonna kill her because you know that your damage pattern kills her as you play Kaisa, right? So, or you know that it's not going to. It's very black or white. That's kind of what you wanted to get at. It's black or white. I'm gonna absolutely destroy these kids when I go in, or no, it's impossible, right? So in this case, it's pretty impossible, right? But you know what's interesting? What finished off this Teemo here? Did you see that?
Isolated Q.
Yeah, isolated Q or what? Is it the same thing or not the same thing?
Right, exactly.
It's always going to be the same thing, right? And if you want to actually get a little bit spicy here, how does Gangplank do damage?
Barrels?
You're right, it is barrels and it's Q. So if you watch Gangplank here, right? Check it out.
Barrels me.
He barreled your ass and then he Q'd you, right?
Yeah.
So is that a damage pattern or what?
Yep.
Exactly. See, here's the interesting thing. Since it's not late game, his auto attack doesn't do much. Check it out. How much did that auto do? I couldn't even tell. That's how small it was, right?
Yeah.
But if you check the barrel here, you're like, wait a minute, what the hell is that, bro? Oh my god, dude.
Quarter.
Right? So this is how you can like kind of see these patterns. Like every champion has their pattern, basically, right? So at this level, all you need to do is kind of learn yours and abuse it as hard as possible, right? And if you don't abuse your champion's pattern, what does that mean?
It means you're griefing, I guess.
Well, I get you just like it's really hard to fight, right? So,
Yeah.
like here's a good example. You're gonna ulti in, and then you're gonna Q4 people.
Yeah.
Right. Versus
my
if you
ulti position there was really bad again.
right,
I didn't even
Ice
have
is
to
not
ulti,
easy.
but I could have just eat in and then got an isolated Q.
Ice is not easy, right? But actually, check it out. Look how long it took you to kill her, right? How close were you when the passive procced?
Really close.
Really
How-
close. She's gonna
yeah.
die. So if you had all those missiles on her only, she's instantly dead.
She's dead
right?
already. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that's basically. It's not that you ulting in is bad. No, that's fine. I think you do want it. You can commit because you know you can do these damage patterns. Maybe it's a matter of okay, you need to figure out how you can get it exactly, and then go for it. Right. So like in this case, how do you get it exactly? You already know, right? Let me just ulti away from other people.
Ult right there. Yeah.
Anything along this is perfectly fine, right? It's just that I think you might have a tendency of ulting on top of them. Right?
Yeah, I usually just click on them instead of positioning.
Right. So you want to pick the exact spot. That helps a lot with isolated Q and RW combos, right? So it's not like you shouldn't go in. You should definitely go in, right? It's more like you knowing your damage patterns in your sleep will let you be able to kill them kill them when you go in. Instead of, you're missing damage somehow, so it takes you like 10 years, right? So, okay, let's keep going. Oh, here we go. More fighting. It's actually all fighting, right?
Yeah, it's all everything.
There's a fat isolated Q here. Oh. Okay, he's just kind of dying, right? So, we got 3 people on his ass.
Here.
Okay. So, what do we know about this fight? So even though we won, we can still improve it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think about this? This W here.
I mean, it's just a waste.
How come?
I mean, because there's nobody. Like, I'm just shooting it into the middle of a bunch of minions and enemies.
Well, what did you tell me? What is W for?
For passive damage.
Proc passive. Are you procking passive here?
Nope.
There you go, right? So,
No.
and what about this part here? When you ulti in. Ulti in is good. It's just if you want to be more precise about it.
To the left so that it's more isolated.
All right, basically that's the idea, right? I don't care where you pick, just like, okay, the idea is you want to isolate it, right? Exactly, right? And then how about this W, this upcoming W?
This next one is it's not proccing passive.
You already know, right? It's the same thing, right? So what can we tell? What kind of super fast habit can we start building every time we fight?
Save our W until we can proc passive.
Perfect. And what's the other one?
Make sure choose our positioning so that our Qs are isolated.
Exactly. That's it. Easy, right? And you just do this literally every fight, and you'll notice that all these fights you can actually do like a lot more damage, right? So, and actually, it's funny because you pressed W earlier, you couldn't walk up to press Q on them.
Yeah.
You had like a mini stun on you. It slowed you down, so you couldn't actually hit them. Okay, here we go. Let's watch this Gangplank one. He is alone. There's no way you can mess this one up, right? So it's actually just Q his ass and proc passive, and he's dead, right? So
It heals so much.
He's kind of getting away though. Oh, you had 2 isolated Qs, and you proc passive twice. Nice. We killed his ass.
He dies.
Yeah. He did hit you with the barrel though. Omega lol. Team was gonna kill you, by the way. It feels bad, but it's okay. That's fine. That was not bad, right?
Poison.
Overall, it's not bad, right? We did what we were looking. We did what we were trying to do here.
That juicy 1,000 gold.
Do our damage. Yeah, get that fat damage. Okay, let's watch this. This is also free. Oh my god, I can't believe you hit that. That's crazy. Well, you're definitely killing her, right? Proccing passive? Is that proccing passive and isolated Q?
Yeah.
So it's not like you don't know how to do this. It's more like, how can we increase the consistency of this? And that's really what League is all about for the most part, right? It's not new stuff. It's perfecting the good stuff and making sure you don't int otherwise, because then it prevents you from, you know, like if you miss your W, it prevents you from being able to play well, right? So, okay. And then you can try to hit team, I guess, but I would probably advise it.
Damage.
Yeah. I mean, I would advise against that for now, to be honest, but you know, you can do that.
Because I want my W so I can.
Exactly. That happens a lot where you will fire your W even if you're AP, and then turns out you need your W right now because someone jumps you or something, right? So, okay, let's watch this. You have no isolated Q until now. Okay, nice. This is looking pretty hot, right? And here comes a second isolated Q and W. Dude, this is a deja vu right here, right? Hell yeah, dude, that was really good. It's literally exactly what we were talking about, right? So I think it seems to me that there are only real problems when they're not alone. Because if they're alone, you can just do this no problem, right? But if they're not alone, we just keep hitting like other people, right? Yeah. So let's say in a bigger team fight, we need to pick the exact spot for our isolated Q, to help our isolated Q. That's probably the part that you need to focus on the most, because otherwise it's looking pretty good when they're alone, right? You just kill them. Okay, and then here we go. Oh, so that's a feels bad.
Oh, no passive.
Okay, let's talk about this real quick. So obviously we hit a medium, but that's okay. Sometimes it'd be like that, right?
Yeah.
Is there a way to land our W here?
I could have E'd around the minions and then W. I could have R'd her and then W.
Okay. Ulti is probably the most consistent way, right? So we get RW, right? What else can we do here?
Make sure we hit our W. Or just in general.
Well, there are minions here. Well, is there a way to combo with your teammates to guarantee a W?
Do it right then when she gets knocked up.
Yeah, that's a common pattern you can abuse, right? Is that your teammates can CC them and it gives you the W, right? But let's say like it's fine. Sometimes you'll like miss it, or there won't be those opportunities. This is probably the one that's more relevant for if you're playing more Kaisa. Like we said, RW, right? Which spot do you pick? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if you're doing RW here into this way, here into this way.
But yeah, if I hit W her, she's just dead. So
exactly like that. Or there's another damage pattern.
Isolated Q.
Boom, perfect.
Passive, yeah.
Exactly. I mean, it's the same thing. It's basically problem solving with like the same tools every time. It's just a different fight every time, right? So you know you can ulti for isolated Q. Like here, you try to land the W, but now we know. Oh, ulti will. What's the point of ulti?
To gap close, so make it so that you can get the rest of your damage pattern off.
Yes, exactly. Or to dodge theirs, like you dodge an ulti or something, right? Or you could do both. That would be even better. If you could dodge an arrow and get your RW combo isolated Q, that's just a montage. That's just a montage clip right there, right?
It's the Saber level.
Yeah. Probably beyond my level, to be honest. That doesn't happen very often. So. Okay, and then your team is just dead here. Fast forward. This game is going on quite a while. You can carry this, huh? Okay. Let's watch this.
I'm pretty sure I lose this.
Okay. Oh. Okay, let's talk about this. You already know what I'm going to say, right?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I missed my W. And then I'm not positioning for isolation. Exactly.
So if you structure your fights, you're going to easily kill these people at this level, right? Because if you look at this, obviously there's one way to instantly kill Zed. What is it?
Yeah, passive. Or I don't know where Zed is right
pretend now. You have okay, let's wait. Let me see if I can get a better picture. Wait for the Malphite ult. Okay, there's one way to kill Zed. Pretend you didn't use your W yet. RW into what?
Isolated Q.
Perfect, right? You just auto attack. You need proc passive, and he's instantly dead, right? So it's not like you don't know how to do this. This is what you look for when the fights start.
Yeah.
And then now you can find them super fast, right? You can find these solutions super fast. So, and then in this case, you like, I don't know who you're aiming here, but now you know this ulti doesn't make sense, right? Because it's like, oh,
yeah,
you're like splitting the Q damage when.
For some reason, I thought that they were all low enough that I could split my Q and just.
Oh
get
yeah,
all
no,
them,
that doesn't happen.
I don't think that's a thing.
That almost never happened. I don't think I've ever gone for that, right? In however many kinds of games I've had, maybe like literal like 100 health. I think I would go for that, right? They're not close to that yet, right? So, but it's not bad to try that idea if you think that's winning, right? You should definitely try it out. But yeah, we definitely needed to go for something specific there, because if you don't go for something specific, it gets like very chaotic, so to speak, right?
I mean,
like it's very RNG like.
Just ult over here to the left, and then I get isolated.
Perfect, and you would be perfectly fine, right?
Then I'm not also in the middle of all that damage as well.
Right, there's like a shroom, a Z press E and Lux ulti. Yeah, exactly, right? So you already know what we're looking at here. So basically, ulti is a way to get your damage pattern off, right? And if you don't have ulti, well, it's the same thing. And what about your E? Is E another way to get your damage pattern off?
Yeah.
All right, you can E forward into isolate Q, all that stuff, right? So that's basically the majority of this game, I think, is basically an exercise in how we can get our damage off, right? Like, okay, tell me right now, are you gonna kill this Ashe? Why or why not?
No. She's I mean, there's too many mains around her to get an isolated Q, and she's got other dude right next to her, and she got a super main there. So from knowing our math, we need to proc passive twice. Does that kill her? No. So we lose this, right? Probably lose this. And then as you can see, we just it's just not possible. It's just not physically possible, right? Yeah. She just walked away. So that's how you can figure out if you can kill people or not. That's how you know if you can commit or not, right? Is if does your damage pattern kill them without a doubt in your mind, right? So yeah, just ulting in is not really this pattern doesn't really work, right? So you can see how much damage you do though on one passive proc. Check it out. This is a good study in one passive proc. Boom. So what is that, like 40% of her health? Yeah. So it wasn't even full Q. Yeah, it's just passive. Yeah, just passive. So that's like 40. You can memorize that amount of damage for next time, right? That's good. Good testing. But yeah, for the most part, it's very much keep in mind when I'm deciding if I can kill them or not. Yes, deciding if you can commit or not. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Your experience will help you tell you if you can commit to these or not, right? So if you, I mean, like I play this game like every day, right? So I'll know off the top of my head. But if you just want to test, you can just be like, oh, I don't know if this kills her. Let's just go for it. And now you know it doesn't kill her, right? So I know you need isolated Q and W. Always. When in doubt, you need everything. All right, that's just the easiest way to go about it. Oh, he just killed you. Feels bad. Yeah, I mean, feels bad. Over. Okay. So I know the items changed, but how do you feel about the build, the starting? The Dirk into Essence? That's starting Dirk, yeah. Well, what do you think? Well, what's the point of Dirk Essence? The reason I start Dirk is because it makes me feel stronger earlier. And then let me give you a hint. It's related to what we talked about. It helps me get my Q evolve. It's going. I mean, I can build anything to get towards Q evolve, but right. But what does lethality do for your Q damage? Makes it more. Makes it stronger, right? Essentially, right? So it makes your isolated Q play even better, right? So I mean, that's basically it, right? So it's basically like the items are there. If you want to theorycraft item stuff, right? The items are there to make your damage pattern stronger or different, right? So let's say you're doing like full attack speed or something. Or let's say you do full AD. You don't have W passive proc. You only have one every fight, right? But if you go AP, how many times can you proc passive with your W? Like 4 or 5 times, like a lot of times, right? Yeah. If you land every single one of them, right? Yeah. So it will change the way you play the character because you know your damage pattern is going to be slightly different or whatever, right? So, yeah. But yeah, every Kaisa build pretty much goes isolated Q. Get some isolated Q. Has some form of that going, right? In the new season, maybe not as much. Maybe you might see some like attack speed based. You can spam passive with auto attack, but as long as you know where the damage is coming from. And then you can apply that in every single fight. That's kind of what you're looking for, right? So the build is fine. The build is fine, for sure. Okay. Which of these do you want to look at next? Go Ashe. Okay. And you were asking a question, I think? What were you saying? Oh, no. I was just going to say, I was just going to tell you, I built a, I mean, you know, from last time I do machine learning engineer. Mm-hmm. So I built a recommendation system for the items for the new season.
Oh, that's pretty
like
cool.
how Spotify will like recommend songs and stuff.
That's
it,
pretty
like,
cool.
Takes the same idea.
Isn't that like the shop recommendation kind of like
items.
that?
I think what their shop recommendation does is just looks at win rates, and like what I can tell, it will say like it just recommends basically like anti-healing if their team has healing. Or
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was hard coded. When I look at the shop,
really might be. It's
because
it's not very advanced looking.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, like if they're squishy, if they're labeled a squishy champion, then you get like this or something. So it potentially could be hard coded. But yeah, the machine learning thing definitely sounds interesting. Maybe we could look at how the item on this champion performs against like other champions or something.
Well, so what I did was I did profiles for champions and for items based on their stats, right? So it's not just looking at like the win rates of the items. It's also looking at what goes well with like their stats.
Interesting.
With the new with Twitch's update, like it's recommending like AP stuff now.
Oh shit!
Because it goes better with his stats.
I was going to test AP, so that's definitely interesting.
Nash's Rush on Twitch feels really good.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was gonna test today. Nash is into like whatever the new AP mythic is that like does damage over time, increases your damage the more you're in combat or whatever. So, okay, let's fast forward this though. We just fast forward and we're kind of owning them, to be honest. They're like no health. Oh, this guy's dead as hell.
My supports.
He's dead as hell. Goodbye. Okay, nice. Oh, Draven too? No way. Oh, okay, let's talk about this. You already know what I'm gonna say, potentially. What would I say here?
Which part? What's my damage pattern?
Yes, that's it. On Ashe, what is it?
You?
Yep, agreed. Okay, what happened in this fight?
I didn't even level it.
Oh, you have it.
I have it already.
Okay.
Well, it's just not. I didn't use Q.
Yeah, you didn't use Q, right?
It's up right now.
And the only reason you didn't use Q is why?
I didn't think about it.
Yeah, no, that's basically it. Yeah, you weren't looking for it, right? That's what you look for specifically, right? Same reason why in the replay we can pinpoint exact spots you would want to ulti to on Kaisa for your isolated Q, but you didn't do it in game. Is because we weren't specifically. Yeah, we're not looking for it. Yeah, exactly, right? So I mean, you're playing Ashe. Okay, I'm looking for Q. I'm looking for volley auto attack, and I'm looking for arrow. There's only a few specific things you can do on each champion, right?
Yeah.
Whatever makes them strong. So I mean, this replay is very much going to be how can you activate Q, and can you land arrow? That's literally Ashe, right? So okay, let's keep going. Oh, we saw this one earlier, right? Why are these junglers just randomly doing dragon?
I'm helping.
Oh Jesus Christ!
You're welcome, sir.
All right, well, we got away with it this time.
Yeah, no one came.
Yeah, they didn't know. We snuck it. Okay. Oh, this is potentially spooky. There's something wrong with this, right?
Well, my support's not there again, right? It's like,
oh yeah, I mean, yeah,
Draven's rotating and Sarah's not.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, maybe Draven's not here, but Brand's gonna stun you, and do you want to arrow him? Not quite, right? So
no, not here.
It's very much like fighting. So oh, this is a fat arrow. Then stack your Q, and then press Q, right? Oh, okay. So what happened here? What do you think? Didn't we do everything we wanted to?
Yeah, but it was like kind of a. Here it's 2v1 in our favor, and then Brand just takes her out of the fight and takes us both out of the fight.
2v1? How's it 2v1?
Because Draven's like backing away. He's like running away while we're both going in on his Brand. And I didn't think about him having heal.
Draven might be backing away, but what about his impact in the fight?
Oh, big. I'm just focusing so much on Brand. Like, oh, he's so close to dead. Oh, he's still not dead.
Right. Look at this damage. Look at this damage chart. Boom. What is this? How much of it was? Yeah, it's all Draven, right? Yeah. So we did our damage portion, which is really good, right? So what ended up? What about this 2v2? Do we now know? Like now that we know how we do our damage, what's the second part?
How do they do their damage?
True. Let me see if I can tie it into this example. Okay. Let's see. Let me see. Where is the fight here? This is
your capacity for like remembering examples of situations from all these, like all of your VODs and like other VODs is like really incredible.
Oh, thank you.
It's very, cool.
I just remember it, you know. It's just a pattern I see, you know. So yeah. I mean, okay, so let's say we know how we do our damage, right? Isolate Q's ass and proc passive. When do we go for it?
We're sure. We're 100% sure.
Yes. Commitment where we know without a doubt in our mind we're gonna win, right? So in this case, you're like, maybe not. So don't go for it, right? We don't have to go for it, right? Yeah. So in this case, what happened here?
It wasn't. I mean, I could kill Brand, but he's not the only one there. So
right. So when it comes to committing with damage patterns, right? When it comes to committing, when you know you can do your damage, who do we need to commit on? Let's just talk about laning. Just in the 2v2 part.
Yeah, I mean, usually I would say they carry, but Brand does a shit ton of damage.
So here's a question: do we even have to commit in the first place?
No, I think we can take their heal and Brand has to leave. So
right, exactly.
And we can have a 2v1 lane.
Exactly, right? So is usually when you do this part where now you know you do all your damage and then you go for it all the time. Now we get to this, which is okay, it didn't work because someone killed you.
Yeah.
Someone basically killed you, right? So when it comes to commitment, this is a classic pattern. In a 2v2, who do you need to focus in order to not get a reverse Uno card here?
Whoever's doing the damage.
Exactly, Draven. And if you say Brand does damage, there's a specific way Brand does damage.
Abilities, right? Not autos.
Right, so it's not guaranteed, which is usually why
skill shots.
You just dodge it with flash or something, or heal, or anything like that. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to commit in 2v2 lane, you have to commit the ADC unless you can get away with murder.
Okay.
What does that mean? Get away with murder.
So you have to commit the ADC unless their supporters like trolling. He's really far away from the ADC or something. Oh
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Can we get away with it? Right. Usually the answer is you cannot get away with it. Actually, you know, let's go back a little bit, right? You already know what I'm gonna say here, but can we get away with murder here? This is Lux, right? There's no way we're gonna get away with murder, and we can't even kill her anyways, right? So yeah. That's how we would ever prevent something like this from happening. You know, a damage pattern doesn't kill her, and we can't get away with it, right? So that's basically what's going on here. We can't get away with it because Draven's just gonna kill you, right? Fast forward. Oh, we're going for the Trinity build. Okay.
Yeah, this is from you, right? The
spam arrow, dude. Oh hell yeah, dude. It's so usually spam arrow for sure.
Usually the reason that I go Ashe is because my support is not a support main, and I want to be useful even if I die a lot.
Oh, okay. That's a
so
reason.
I just go full utility, like spam arrow build. Nice.
Well, we kind of had a land arrow, right? It's okay. It's a good try. Here's a hint. This cross map arrow is the chances of it landing is based off how much they can see. So like if they have a ward here, what are the chances they're gonna get hit by it?
Like 0.
Right. If this is their vision, this cannon, what are the chances they get hit by this?
Pretty small.
It's not bad, but it probably could be better, right?
Yeah. And, I mean, it gives them another like
half a second
to react.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Look at that. He's like going kind of upwards, right? So
really, I wanted them to get like stunned for a long time without minions.
Yeah, that would be the perfect, right? But in this case, maybe got a little bit unlucky because he just like walked away, right? So I don't think he even knew it was coming. It was a good try. That's very much just arrow testing for sure. Definitely not bad to go for. But that's just a hint. It's just oh, we're just dead as fuck here, by the way. Oh my god, that didn't stun you? What?
Yeah, Draven knocked me out of it, I think.
Oh my god. That is crazy. I can't believe you didn't get hit. What? That's crazy. I don't understand. But goddamn. Okay. Interesting. Okay, fast forward. Good thing we didn't commit there, right? Because we had nothing to do there. So yeah, you can fight. It's just you just don't want to full on all in, right? Okay, fast forward. Oh,
I have arrow
this
again.
doesn't work, right?
Barrier. Yeah, it's the same as last time.
How do we know it doesn't work?
We did it earlier. It didn't work.
Well, there's another reason.
Because I guess because he has barrier.
Remind me, how do you do damage? Is it arrow?
Oh yeah, Q.
Okay, is your Q ready?
Q. No.
Okay, how do we kill him?
It's gonna take way too long.
I don't know how we kill him. We have no Q, guys. So in fact, you cannot kill him, right? You see that? So it's gonna be the same thing. Can you kill Draven? What do you think?
No. Okay, I mean now we have Q, but it's 1v2, so probably not.
Okay, so then you can say it doesn't go for it. I would say you can't kill him with Q here because you're going Trinity build, so your Q doesn't do as much, right? But that's just an experience thing. You can try it though. If you think your Q can kill him, go for it, right? Your Q doesn't kill him here, by the way. Oh, okay, you ran away here. You're just gonna die here, I think. Yeah. How did I know you're gonna die?
Because you know I was gonna die. Well, because he has more health than me, and his Q does more damage than my Q.
All right. Well, do you even have your Q up?
No, my Q's not up.
Exactly, right? So it's just simple math. He's got something, you don't. Who wins? Well, not you, right? Even if you had less health, you were gonna lose, unfortunately, right? So it's very much an exercise in you want to fight. Check it out. So how do we prevent this? Here we go. He's running at you, and you want to hit him. What's the thing to check for?
Q.
Right. Where's my damage pattern? Right? And then if your Q's not up, okay, we have to find a way to get it before we fight. In this case, there's no way to get it. I'm pretty sure. Like, so he's not gonna let you just hit the minions, right? So
he's not gonna let me hit the minions or like go hit Qwelz or something.
Exactly, and you see how like it becomes a problem-solving thing. It becomes a little puzzle, right? It's like, oh, maybe I can hit Qwelz and go around, right? You see how that works? And then you can like start to make plays or something like that. But it's very much like the same thing with Kaisa, which is, you know, they try to fight you. What do you check for? Isolated QW, right? Doesn't matter what champion you're playing, it's gonna be the same thing, right? Okay, let's keep going. Fast forward. Use arrow here. Okay, let's watch this. Oh, that's a nice arrow. Oh yeah, free assist. Okay, very nice. Fast forward. They started the dragon here. Is this allowed? I guess it's allowed.
It's allowed.
Okay, no, we're trying to Draven. It's really sad because you can only auto attack. You have no mana.
Yep.
So it's just impossible or what?
Yep. I mean, I can try to kite, but
you can't do it. You can't do anything. You can't do anything. I mean, you just had no mana for Q in the first place, and you can't even stack it, right? So, oh, we just die here. Oh, he found you. He found you. Yeah, don't base in a bad spot, right?
I thought I could make it.
I wouldn't worry about this. That's not that bad, right? You learn. Just don't base there fast, right? So,
yeah,
that's not something you need to worry about. Okay, and you're baiting for your team. Arrow to the face. Very nice. Oh, he has the flash. That's fine. Oh, dodge this. Oh, okay, you're good.
Doesn't even do it. He pulled it back.
You know, I actually didn't know this, but if it hits a champion, it automatically goes back. I can't believe I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't. I was like, what the fuck? I should know that, but yeah, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
I thought it was recast.
Yes, I thought it was recast as well. But, if it hits a champion, it automatically comes back to you. I was like, what? So yeah, this guy just did as fuck. Nice. Just bait him to die. Good stuff. Fast forward. Here we go. Let's watch this. Here's the dragon. Is this allowed? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean it's heavy 4.
Yes, it is allowed. We have more people, so go for it.
Yeah.
And then you have your Q and your ulti up. Look at this. Oh my god, you kind of melee ranged him. Sir? Also, what do you want to press immediately here?
Exhaust.
If you want to do damage. No, not exhaust.
If I want to do damage, Q?
Yeah, exactly, right. So that's the first thing you should look for, right?
Yeah.
So not the volley, in fact, because it doesn't really do anything until you can volley auto attack a backline, but the Q, right? So you'll see like let me see how much damage volley did. It pretty much does nothing to this.
Yeah.
120 feels bad, man. But you could spam on the backline, which would probably do a lot more, right? So we're door stuck here, by the way. We're stuck. It's okay. I wouldn't worry about this as much. But next time, what do you do?
Next time, start Q.
Well, true, but remember how this happened to you on Kaisa? We get hit by everything.
Yeah.
Where were you
Position
positioned? Yes,
Yeah.
and where's the positioning? Here's a hint. Where's the positioning for safest, but you still need to do your Q damage?
I don't know, like over by their jungle.
Okay, let's just use this example. So basically, we use these specific examples and extrapolate like a pattern from it, right? So let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's in your jungle near the wolves.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about. The huge team fight I are into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be like this one or something, right?
That's it.
So obviously, where do we go?
Go to the left.
To the left. And why to the left? Why not like down here?
Because I can access more of their champions if I'm like, on the side and not behind everyone.
Okay, let's pretend. Let's pretend we're targeting this guy, Qwelz.
Yeah.
So we have some isolated Q options here, 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 and here. Which of these spots is the best? Let's do like 1, 2, 3, and 4.
4.
Okay, and 4 because
because I'm the furthest away from Teemo, so
Right.
they won't attack me.
right,
The furthest away from everybody else on their team, also.
right, exactly,
I still
and
get isolated Q. Yeah.
perfect, right? We can still do our damage combo, and we're the furthest away possible. Okay, so with Ashe, your range on your Q is what?
Auto range.
Exactly. So where do you need to stand in order to get your Q off, but farthest away from their team?
I guess over to the right there.
Anywhere in that like anywhere like this, right? So in terms of like mouse control, I don't know. I kind of don't know what happened here, but we had like a little camera issue here, right? So
Oh, because you can't see my mouse.
no, I can't see your mouse. I can't see your. Sorry. So like look at your camera positioning here, right?
Oh yeah.
So one way to do you know the spacebar method?
Yeah, to go back to me.
Yeah. That's what I would usually do if I were you. I would just like press
If you
spacebar real
scroll
quick.
too far. Yeah.
Yes, if you scroll too far, spacebar and fix it, right? Instead of bringing your mouse all the way back down to all the way up and
And
down.
I have to go
right?
all the way back up to try to click on him.
Exactly. Instead, you can do this spacebar and this, like spacebar and up,
Yeah.
right? Just do that. So
Oh.
yeah, that'll probably help, right? Yeah, that's basically the idea. The farthest you can be while doing the maximum your maximum damage pattern, right? So
Yes. Yeah.
and with arrow, it's great because you can stand anywhere, right? Oh, this feels bad.
Yeah, I thought they would keep coming down. Nasus just decides to stay and fight.
I mean, you can go for these. Just know that half your kit is gone if you do this and it miss, right? So
But yeah, that's why I like this build. I just like spam arrows.
damn arrow, yeah, it's good to practice. Honestly, you can practice shooting arrows. So
Oh,
yeah,
man, he ran
Yeah.
away.
a hint I would give you is just hold it. When in doubt, just hold it, right? Practice consistency in team fights. Because how can you give yourself a Q angle?
How can I give myself a Q angle?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess like you stun them so you can reposition.
True, but let's say you have 0 stacks on Q,
0 stacks on Q.
and you're fighting
Oh.
Draven, who just runs at you.
Yeah. So you just stun him so you can build your Q stacks.
Exactly. Or even better, build your Q stacks when he brings it to half, and then arrow him and press Q and kill him instantly, right? So you can enable yourself with the arrow. So yeah. In this case, this feels bad because you literally can't kill him, right? So you see how this works, where you think you're gonna build Q stacks here. This is why it doesn't work, right? Because you can't do it fast enough.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, just some Ashe examples for sure. Okay, fast forward. Let's see what's happening here. We fired off. Oh, that's kind of awkward.
Hail Mary.
Think of arrow as like a CC. Tell your teammates do their damage pattern. That's a good way to think about it. Because if you fire it off mid, which teammate is gonna kill him?
Oh, nobody's close.
Exactly. So that's just another way to think about arrow. But it really is just CC enables someone's damage pattern. If everyone on your team is useless, obviously in this elo, then who do you save it for? You kill him here, by the way. Exactly. So look at this. Is this perfect or what?
Yeah.
Perfect. Press Q, arrow, boom. He's donezo, right? You can even exhaust if you want to, but yeah, that's how you know. If you're looking for it, you won't like run from these situations.
Yeah. I wasn't even looking to see, like, I didn't even notice I had my Q up.
Exactly. If you didn't have Q up, I'm fucking running, dude. If my Q is not up, I'm out of here. But if your Q is up, we definitely don't want to run. We definitely want to fight him, right?
Q's up, 2v1. We both have R. Like,
exactly.
it's over.
Dunzo. Okay, and then you probably can't just straight up kill him. Your teammate has to kill him here. Oh, or you could press Q. Oh, he kind of got CC locked. Fast forward. Okay, let's watch this. Is this a fat arrow? Did I just see that? Nice. That was hot. And see, you can like enable Cho'Gath here, right? He's gonna eat him. Wow. 10 out of 10. Nice. And then you kind of have to flash away from this guy, I'm pretty sure. Oh, you're dead.
I tried, and then the slow affected me way more than I thought it would.
We can talk about like how you can try and stack your Q here. Who do you stack it on?
Humble?
Yeah, anyone who probably can't like threaten you that much, right? So like, if you walk up to Brand, you think he's gonna let you stack?
Oh no.
Not really, right? So this is why you kind of have to like position behind your team, but it's fine. Don't worry about this as much. At least not yet. Forward, fast forward. Wait, do you have any questions? Or I guess what questions do you have so far?
I mean, no. Like I said, my goal coming into this was to like an idea of some patterns that I can practice. I think like, and this is why I wanted your coaching, because you're like really good at this stuff. Like your coaching is really, really nice. Like there's a ton of people who sell coaching who aren't very good coaches. You're really good at like finding patterns. So that's what I really wanted, was like what pattern am I doing, or what pattern can I do that would help out a lot. And so I think like you've been showing me a lot of examples of like being able to activate my damage patterns, which is like,
that's good.
Makes a lot of sense.
If you think about it, it's like coding, right? You start a fight, throw in this fucking fighting code. It's like every time you fight, you run the same code, right? Yep, exactly. It should be the same thing. Also, if you take a look at this, how'd you kill this Draven looking ass?
How to kill him? Q?
I mean, you just press Q on his face, right? Your teammates did like half of it, and then you just spam Q on his face. So probably could do it faster, but that's fine.
He was charmed, so I could build my Q. Yeah. Exactly.
It's all the same. I promise you. And the Trinity is there to annoy them until you can get your Q off, right? You're just trying to get that move speed so you can get that the Q off, and then we got stunned in the face. So
this point and click, W from Brand is.
Oh, the E? Oh, yeah, the burn. It clicks on you. Yeah.
What's the one that hits everything now? Like you don't even have to
E,
start
right?
it.
It just spreads. Yeah, the E is so annoying. Holy shit. That shit is just really obnoxious for sure. Oh my god.
I'm trying to save now. So and then look, I'm pinging her, like, walk away from me.
You're so dead. It's okay. I think at this point, you already know what's going on in this game for the most part, right? So
like, don't bring that to me.
My god. Still winnable. Probably save the arrow, right?
I should have layered the CC better there. I did at the same time.
Do you want the CC here? Why not?
I mean, yes. I think that we can probably win this.
Well, what's the CC for?
Oh, to enable my damage pattern.
Okay, right? And are you enabling Cho'Gaths if you arrow? Not really. He's doing it himself, right?
Yeah.
So just hold it, and then you have your Q up. Then you go for the press Q into arrow combo, right?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how you do giga damage here, right?
I just did it and walked away. Like I wasn't even trying to stack Q. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then now you have Q. Now you go to town. Oh, never mind. They already died. They're already dead. You didn't even get to use it. It feels bad. But yeah, check out your Q damage here on the dragon, right? This is like where all your damage is gonna come from. Oh, another trick you can do is like you can stack Q on the dragon and then like use it on the enemy.
Turn around and use it.
Exactly. It's all tricks. It's basically all tricks for Ashe, right? How can you get your damage pattern off? So, how can you get that Q damage off? Otherwise, it's just gonna be really useless. Oh, okay. Oh my god, he almost last coned into the arrow. What a psycho. Oh. That was almost clutch. Yeah, you probably want to hold arrow now, right?
Yeah.
So you can combo with yourself. Think about it, it's either combo with yourself or your teammate better kill him. Oh, look at this damage! Look at this.
Q is nuts.
Look at this, Matt. Look at this number. Look at these numbers, dude. Ready?
Yep.
Okay, look at this. So that's 500. 500 plus. Okay, you did 1,090 with one ability, dude. Oh
Yeah.
my god. But that's all your damage, so. Yeah, okay, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yeah, that was hot. That's exactly what we're looking for, right? There are even situations where you don't even want to press Q, so you can save it because you think they're gonna flash away or something. That's a little bit more rare, but yeah, you'll discover those when you start looking for your Q damage. Let's go fast forward. Wow, we actually win. Let's go. Wait a minute. You can kill Rumble, by the way. How do you do it?
Games at this level are never over. I kill him here.
Yeah, how do you do it?
Oh, my Q's up. RQ.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. Q ulti, W auto, anything, right? As long as you get the Q in and the ulti in. It's all the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Fight's breaking out. Oh, my Q and ulti are up. Same with Kaisa. My Q and W are up. So it's quite literally the same thing. So basically, you just need to look for these patterns every time a fight breaks out. Look for your patterns, and if it's not up, you need to find a way to get it up. Because if you can't find a way, then you do no damage, right? So that's basically the majority of what I think you should work on. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Hit F, run.
Oh, super dumb.
Okay, steal it. Oh, let's go. Kill this Rumble. Okay, never mind. You probably can't kill it. Oh, we backdoor to win. Holy shit. But let's just take a look at this real quick. This is the dragon trick if you think they're coming, right? You can stack and then turn with the Q, but you thought you were finishing it.
I'm trying to burn it.
Yeah. You just try to finish it. That's totally fine as well. Totally fine as well. So yeah, I think that's pretty much the most of what we want to cover. Is there anything else you thought was important that we need to take a look at that we didn't cover already?
No, I mean that's it. I mean, what I wanted to work on was decision making, and I think you've given me some really good, like you said, like coding. Like you gave me some good conditional statements, right? Like
yes.
Are your abilities up? Yes. And you kill them if you go in. Yes. Like you have to check these boxes. You have to actually think about it, right? It's not just like an autopilot. Like you have to actually think about it.
So we didn't really cover Lucian, but it's the same thing. I mean, right?
It's gonna be it's gonna be
your Q. It's gonna be your E. So yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, we can take a look at the Lucian example real quick, unless you're fine with that. You already know what Lucian looks like, right? So. Okay, cool. Then, if that's all, I guess I'll upload to YouTube so you can go back and rewatch. Otherwise, good luck in your games, right? Let me know how they're going. I would suggest, I don't know if you regularly record your games, but I would suggest you record your games and watch the fighting, the PvP stuff, to see if you are actively working on these things. So, or to see how they're improving, for sure. Because, like, you definitely see progress when you're like, oh, I picked the perfect spot, but then I missed W. Then you need to work on the RW combo, something like that, right? I personally use low key, but you can use whatever you want. I just like this because it records without you having to do anything. You don't have to press any buttons; it just automatically records. But
it's free.
You have a question?
Is it free, Loki?
Oh yeah, it's free. I mean, everything I use is free.
Word. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Good luck in your games, okay? Let me know how they're going. Definitely hit me up if you have any further questions.
Okay, I will, man. And thanks so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
No problem. Have a good Sunday, man.
You too.
Hey, peace.